Welcome to the Calexico City Council, Calexico Redevelopment Successor Agency, Calexico Financing Authority Planning Commission meeting. Meeting is now in session. Call to order at 6:31 p.m. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Noricumbo.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi.
Present.
Councilmember Thalinda.
Here.
Councilmember Marquez.
Present.
Councilmember Calderon.
Here.
We have quorum.
Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin.
Please remain standing for the invocation from Padre Hilario. Thank you.
Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, whose goodness fills our hearts with joy. Blessed are you who have brought us together this day to work in harmony and peace. Strengthen us with your grace and wisdom, for you are God forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Let us pray. Blessed are you, Lord God of mercy, who through your Son gave us a marvelous example of charity and the great commandment of love for one another. Send down your blessings on these your servants, who so generously devoted themselves to helping others. When they are called on in times of need, let them faithfully serve you in their neighbor. We ask this through Christ our Lord. The Lord be with you. Amen. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please be seated. City Attorney, do we have any closed session announcements?
Thank you, Mayor. The City Council met in closed session regarding the agendized closed session items and took no reportable actions.
Okay, thank you. This time, we move to the approval of the agenda. Do you have a motion to approve?
I have a couple of things. I'd like to table a couple of items. I'd like to table a couple of items. The items are 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I see if you have a second.
I'll go ahead and second it.
City Attorney, can that be done?
Yes.
Okay. So roll call, Madam Clerk?
Mayor Noricumbo.
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi.
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda.
No.
Councilmember Marquez.
Yes.
Councilmember Calderon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, so which are the items, 13, 14, 15, and what?
No, not 15.
13, 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Okay. All right.
Mayor, item number 16, was that included?
No. The public hearing, no.
Are you going to pull that item?
Maybe we should open the public hearing and continue it to 17.
Oh, okay.
Because we already posted the hearing notice.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So let's go to, so did we approve the agenda? We just tabled those? Do we have to do another roll call for the approval, or that was the approval?
That was the approval.
Okay. All right, do we have any announcements? No announcements? Okay, we'll start with public comment.
Ready? Juan Moran.
sorry, before we start, City Attorney, can you read the public comment portion?
Yes,
please?
thank you, Mayor. This is the time for the public to address the city council on any item not appearing on the agenda that is within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city council. The city clerk will recognize you, and when you come to the microphone, please state your name and place of residence for the record. While members of the public are encouraged to participate, it is unlawful to disturb or delay the council meeting with personal or slanderous remarks. Group commentators may be requested to limit their group comments to 15 minutes. The city council is prohibited by state law from taking action or discussing items not included on the printed agenda. If the item you wish to comment on is on the public portion of the agenda, we will take your comment when we get to the item on the agenda. Please direct your question and comments to the city council. The mayor and the city council reserve the right to adjust this time limit based on the number of speakers who wish to address the mayor and the city council.
Okay, thank you. And just to remind you, public comment is limited to a maximum of 30 minutes. If additional time is required for public comment, they will be heard towards the end of the meeting after discussion and potential action items. It is now 6:38 p.m., so public comment will end at 7:08 p.m. And I also just want to inform the public that if you were here to discuss or give your comment on item 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, or 20, you can do so through right now in public comment. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Buenas noches. Good evening, friends, neighbors, and fellow citizens. I'm Juan Moran, Vega Street, Calexico. Tonight we stand at a threshold, a moment of transition that reminds us of the rhythm of civic life. Leadership in our city is not a permanent crown, but a torch passed from hand to hand, illuminating the path we walk together. Let me begin by honoring Mayor Nuricumbo. Her service has been a steady beacon, guiding us through challenges and lighting the way toward progress. With dedication, wisdom, and compassion, she has carried the torch with grace. On behalf of our community, we thank her for her leadership and for the countless hours she devoted to strengthening the heart of our city. As our tradition of rotating leadership continues, we affirm that the projects already underway are like bridges under construction, strong foundations laid, awaiting completion. These bridges will carry us forward, connecting neighborhoods, opportunities, and generations. Continuity ensures that the work begun will endure, no matter whose hand holds the torch next. Yet every transition is also a dawn. With each new year, fresh possibilities rise before us. Together, we envision projects that will plant the seeds of sustainability, nurture innovation, and ensure that every voice is heard in shaping our shared destiny. These are not dreams for one leader alone, but for all of us, citizens bound by common purpose. So tonight, we celebrate both gratitude and renewal. Gratitude for the service that has brought us here, and renewal in the promise that our city's light will never dim, because it is carried by each of us. The strength of our city lies not only in its leaders, but in the unity and vision we continue to build together. And as we gather in this holiday season, let us carry forward not only the torch of civic duty, but also the light of kindness, generosity, and hope. May the spirit of renewal guide us into the new year, and may our city continue to shine as a symbol of unity and promise. Finally, we extend our support for the incoming mayor, trusting that this new chapter will bring energy and dedication to our shared journey. Gracias, and thank you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, sir.
Yolanda Cunningham.
Buenas noches, señores del concilio, a todos los presentes. Mi nombre es Yolanda Cunningham. Primeramente, queremos extender nuestro más sincero agradecimiento y respeto a usted, señora Nuricumbo, por cumplir con una de las promesas de campaña, que es el escuchar con respeto e imparcialidad a todos los ciudadanos. y buscar soluciones apegadas a derecho. Reconocemos que el problema del Parque Córdoba no ha sido nada fácil, pues se ha politizado por personas que tienen sus propios intereses, pero de cualquier manera, los ciudadanos agradecemos y valoramos su trabajo, ya que ha tratado de resolver este problema tan polémico de acuerdo a la ley. Por otro lado, señor Legaspi, le felicitamos por su nombramiento como nuevo alcalde de esta ciudad. Este puesto le da la oportunidad de cumplir con transparencia, honestidad e imparcialidad. Sus promesas de campaña, que son resolver problemáticas a favor de la comunidad. Sus vecinos y residentes de Bravo Rodiles, del cual su familia y usted forman parte de esa comunidad desde hace muchos años, queremos que respeten los acuerdos ya tomados para resolver dichos conflictos. Si bien es cierto, usted tiene un conflicto de interés, esto no lo limita a gestionar para que se resuelva de manera legal y transparente este asunto. Sus vecinos y residentes, quienes usamos ese parque por años, tenemos altas expectativas de usted como mayor. Continúe con los acuerdos tomados bajo la administración de la señora Nuricumbo, acuerdos que significan un gran avance para la resolución de dicho conflicto por años, el cual solo afecta directamente a ese grupo de residentes, pues nunca se nos ha tomado en cuenta ni se ha respetado el debido proceso. Mucha suerte y gracias.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Víctor Anguiano.
Buenas noches a todos aquí presentes. Nomás vengo pues a continuar diciendo parte de lo que se ha estado repitiendo continuamente, pues que nos pedir que respeten lo que ya se acordó y que en un momento dado deben de resolverlo pues positivamente a favor de la comunidad que donde usted vive, señor presidente, alcalde, presidente municipal, no sé. Nos conviene que en un momento dado sí, verdaderamente nos apoyen, porque ahorita tenemos problemas con el estacionamiento ahí de mi propia dirección, en donde yo vivo cerca de con usted, porque lo veo todos los días en las mañanas que salgo a caminar. Ahorita tenemos el problema con unos vecinos que pusieron un negocio, pues se puede decir que es un negocio, es comercial ahí, y va mucho tráfico. Imagínense cuando estén esos tres parques que en un momento dado están queriendo instalar, el trafical que va a haber ahí, que no se va a poder estacionar, ya no se puede uno estacionar tranquilamente en su propiedad. Les hablamos a las autoridades y nos dijeron, si no le están invadiendo el carril de su entrada, no hay ningún problema, dicen. Pero están invadiendo cierta cantidad de donde yo me estaciono seguidamente. Ahora imagínese cuando vengan esos parques, a usted le va a perjudicar, a nosotros nos va a perjudicar, a ustedes de la comunidad también. Entonces sí, pues necesitamos que nos resuelvan positivamente conforme a la ley, conforme al trato que en un momento se hizo y se pactó desde inicio. Si no en un momento lo hacen a criterio de ustedes, pues la otra que queda es que les reembolsen el recurso a cada persona que aportó ese recurso. Yo tengo 15, 20 años ahí viviendo y pagando. Entonces, eso es todo lo que yo quería decirles. Yo pienso que deberían resolver positivamente para la comunidad. No es nomás Víctor Anguiano, somos todos los que estamos aquí. Eso es todo. Muchísimas gracias.
Thanks, sir.
Jesús Solano.
Jesus Solano, 426 Rosemont, Calexico. Madam Chair, council members, city manager, staff, and public. I want to thank the council for these 12 months of representing the city of Calexico. But with the same token, I want to thank the 3 council members that voted to table some of these items because honestly, This meeting is supposed to be a ceremonial meeting, okay? We need to get that understood. At the same time, last year, everyone had the opportunity to run for a 4-year term. However, in this new slate, 2 ran for 2 years and 3 ran for 4 years. And it takes a person with a strong commitment, with a strong vision, someone that is willing to see beyond the horizon to benefit the best interest of Calexico as a whole, a community as a whole, not inclusive or selective, to special groups only. And I am here to tell the council, I'm still willing to work whoever is appointed as mayor and pro tem. We are here to work together. We either pull together or push together. In a few more days, we are going to be hit hard, pretty hard in Calexico. So we need to make sure that we work together. I see how these 3 council members respect city staff, police department, fire department, parks, streets, public works. They walk the streets. They have good communication abroad with community delegates from the rest of the county, even at state level, and this is what we need. We need to pull together. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Eugenio Ramos.
Eugenio Ramos, 925 Salvador Guilin Street. My public comment is directed to Mr. Villegas. I just want to thank you for attending the needs at the Nosotros Park, like I had mentioned about the playground. I love the fact that I went and I cruised on by and they weren't there no more. You guys took off the structure and you guys took off the playground, avoiding the city from having a liability or maybe possibly a lawsuit. So thank you and everybody under your umbrella.
Thank you, sir.
Maritza Martín del Campo.
Buenas tardes, Maritza Martín del Campo, Zapata 1416, enfrente del parque. No voy a volver a repetir lo que se supone que ya habíamos quedado en un hecho, ¿verdad? Hace 2 meses. Lo que pedimos es que nos escuchen. Número 1, felicitarla, señora Noricumbo, por el buen trabajo que ha hecho. Esperemos superar esto, ¿verdad? Y que sea razonable lo que ustedes nos van a contestar a nosotros, que una positivo, porque no queremos las 3 canchas. Claro que necesitamos para nuestros hijos, para nuestra comunidad, los nietos, parques, claro que sí, pero no queremos gente que se hagan equipos y que vengan más gente. Nos damos cuenta todos los días, todo ahorita los asaltos, cómo se están robando cosas. Queremos tranquilidad para nuestra comunidad. Les pedimos, por favor, que nos escuchen. Sé que para veces ustedes es cansado que nosotros estemos aquí siempre, pero aquí vamos a estar porque estamos luchando por lo que nosotros sabemos y estamos pagándoles a un campo que se hizo sin mi autorización, o puedo exigir dónde está mi firma como propietaria. Tengo 20 años ahí. Desde que inició el fraccionamiento de esta área, soy propietaria nadie ha vivido en esta casa. Y hemos pagado, no hemos incumplido un mes sin pagar la casa, impuestos, el cual nosotros queremos que se nos retribuya en esto. Pedimos que se haga la cancha de fútbol, queremos una cancha de básquetbol, porque los niños juegan afuera en la calle. Y nos hicieron 3 canchas sin nuestro consentimiento para hacer una liga. Entonces, creo que es cansado volver a repetir esto y les pido de favor que sean conscientes de lo que se está haciendo y que sea algo positivo para la comunidad, porque es para la comunidad. no nada más para unos cuantos. Gracias.
Thank you.
Julio Rocha.
Buenas tardes, miembros. Buenas tardes, miembros del concilio y auditorio. Pues primero quisiera darte las gracias por, ya tomamos un paso hacia adelante muy importante, que es lo que ocupamos en Calexico, hacer mejoría. Y esperemos que el señor Legaspi pues siga los mismos pasos y lo que queremos es un mejor Calexico. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, sir.
No more general comments.
Okay, so at this time, we will close public comment, and we will move to, let me see, city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council. I wanted to announce that the Cordova Park RFP was released today, and it's on the city website as well as planning websites and so forth. So we expect a good response from that RFP. Thank you, Jesus, for putting that together. Secondly, I'd like Jesus to give us a brief update on the Scaroni Street project. And then lastly, I'd like Michael Coyne to announce a new employee that he managed to get here with us in the city of Calexico.
I'm sorry. Yeah, basically our project is moving along pretty good. Actually, we have been working diligently to get this done before or by the end of this week, trying to bring a brand new road along this important area. We have hotel, we have the movie theater, we have the Applebee's restaurant. So basically, the improvement is significant, and the progress is moving along pretty good. Even though we found some, I would say, not the conditions anticipated on the improvement plans, but we were able to mitigate that and move forward. So the project definitely is going to be a big asset for the city, and it's going to be before the holidays.
Michael.
Good evening, Council. I'm very glad to present our new planner, Gerardo Quero. We were able to steal him from the county, where he worked for approximately 4 years as a planner, and he'll be presenting before you different items in your capacity as Planning Commission. So we're really glad to have him on board. He'll be a key member of our staff. Thank you for joining our team, Gerardo.
Thank you, Mayor. Council, that finishes my report.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now we will move on to Commissioner's report.
Julio Rocha.
Once again, good evening. I'd just like to read this, that I'm informing the council as Commissioner Chair that it's been a couple of times that this year that our meetings have been canceled by city staff. So it's very important that we continue the meetings so we can be aware of, what the city is doing and, so we can give advice to it. So I recommend the council, please, to look onto it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other commissioner? All right, so we'll move on to city council comments and reports of meetings attended. Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and good evening to all. I attended the Kids and Badge event this year. Congratulations to the police department and our firefighters for doing, especially Officer Mayor Vega for doing an outstanding job out there putting this together. Obviously, they couldn't do it without the volunteers of the other officers. It was awesome to see a lot of kids for the first time participating or having breakfast at Denny's, and then having a couple of talented high school students perform. And then we had Santa and the Grinch being taken down by our, in a simulated way by our police officers. That was fun to see. Also, Councilmember Adriana Marquez and I met with the police department, as we did with the fire department, talked about bettering the department, and we'll continue our meetings. As always, safety comes first. And I want to thank Pat Ureña. Last week, she was spreading Christmas cheers outside a residence, displaying community care by displaying Santa Claus, a hologram Santa Claus, and other characters for the kids, providing popcorns and candies for the kids that were passing by. Councilmember Alencho Calderon, myself, Ben Martinez, and Jesus, we walked the Scaroni Road area and saw the awesome work that Mr. Villegas is doing there. And that one's very long overdue, as I've said in the past. And I can't wait for that area to look very, very nice. So good job there, guys. That's all I have to report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilmember Thailenda.
Man, we have been busy. The Kids and Badges event was amazing. I got to attend that for the first time ever. It was such a beautiful event. Thank you to the Police Officer Association, all the agencies that donated. The state of the city, also I had the pleasure of attending. It was wonderful. After that, it was the Farm Workers Breakfast. That was also another event. That was a first for me. Since then, I've had the pleasure of meeting with the Firefighter Association, also with the Calexico Police Officer Association, and we will be meeting Friday with the city clerk and additional city staff to bring back information before the public and the council for potential bond measure and ideas how to get more funding for public safety. That's all I have to report. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Marquez.
Good evening. Since our last meeting, first me and Councilmember Calderon and I were invited to the senior group in the community center. They had an event, and we were invited by them. We had a great time during that event. Also, Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi and myself had the opportunity to meet with Cotuso and El Consulado Mexicano. We went over to extend our invitation to participate and come y que convivieran con nosotros en el desfile navideño. So that worked out, and we also developed new ideas with Cotuso, and we will be bringing some sporting events in the near future. I was also able to sit within the National Alliance meeting with Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi, and then we walked the downtown area. We were able to also participate in the Christmas parade, and thank you to all city employees for making that possible. Thank you, Darth Vader. That was amazing. And then lastly, we were able to meet with the police department so that we can look at future projects and also address the many needs that they have at this time and how we can support them as council. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Calderon.
Well, good evening, and thank you for leaving some items for me. Normally, everybody says everything before I do. Like Ms. Marquez was saying, we were invited to a Christmas posada at the community center with the ladies from I Have Aerobics, and we're talking like 80 attendees. So my only recommendation, if you're ever invited, don't start dancing because you can't stop because the music doesn't stop. Yeah, so everybody was dancing, and it's like, when does this end? She goes, no, it doesn't end. It plays and plays. Like, oh, no wonder it's an aerobic class. That one. Mr. Legaspi and I also were invited to attend the Republic Services tour. We went and toured their area. Apparently, they're developing some new ideas for wastelands. And we also got to see the new electric truck that they just bought, and they plan to buy approximately 5 more electric trucks. So they're saying that within a year they'll probably go straight green on the trash trucks. And the last thing that no one mentioned was our Christmas parade. I just want to take this time to thank Ms. Gerardo for a wonderful event. I mean, you could see the faces on our community. Everybody was laughing, enjoying themselves, and I think all of this council was participating, and it was a great event. And I wish to see more. And again, thanks your staff. I also would like to thank Public Works, because they put a lot of work, and I believe they took the best entry. I mean, Star Vader was out there. And also our traffic controllers and police department that were out there, fire department, gave rights to our cheerleaders. I mean, it was a good community event, and there was no incidents. And thank you again for all the hard work. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Calderon.
I'll
Okay.
say one more thing, sorry. And happy holidays if I don't get to see you.
All right. So while you guys were attending events, I was trying to do some work for the citizens of the city. And one of these items was item number 13 that we were going to speak about today. Just so that the public knows, and I want to put it on the record, we had been discussing this item in closed session, but I actually got a recommendation from the district attorney's office who said this item does not fall under the criteria of closed session, so it needs to be brought up to open session, which is why I brought it up to open session. Now, within those conversations, they had been pushing this item from 1 month to another month to another month, and the reason why I brought it up in January was to bring it to the public so that you could see who are the council members that do not want to see City Hall open from Monday through Friday. And you just saw it. Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi, Councilmember Marquez, and Councilmember Calderon. That's all I have to say. Okay, we'll move over to the consent agenda. Do you have a motion to approve?
You know what, I want to add something to the comments.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's important to highlight that there's nothing in writing or in ordinance that says that this meeting has to be ceremonial, just like other ordinances don't define rotation. So nothing says that we can't do or conduct important city business. And our next meeting isn't until January 21st. All the items that were tabled, what a coincidence, right? Were requested by Mayor Nuricumbo and myself. So does it look like we're being targeted? I don't know. I'll let you think about that one. And the items, they're very important because we don't open every Friday. The city's completely closed and people are not serviced. Other cities have rotating schedule 980s where some staff gets to have the day off, but services are still being provided to the public. And that is a very important item. Very important. And we're not having another meeting till January 21st. So that just delays us providing good and the highest level of community service to our constituents. Thank you.
Anybody else?
In reference to item number 13, the reason it was pulled because it was written incorrectly. And we need to make sure that when we're presenting something to the citizens, it needs to be corrected.
What was written incorrectly?
This is not a discussion, I'm just letting you know.
Then
You
don't make,
have-
don't
I'm
make
speaking.
assumptions.
I'm speaking.
Don't say something if you're not going to give
I'm
the reason.
speaking. Thank you. We need to correct those within before the meeting, you have 72 hours to correct. And that is why it was pulled. Any of the other items, we have agreed as council to support each other. When somebody has a question, we support each other, and if somebody doesn't feel comfortable, we table the item. This is something that we've talked about, so I don't know why now this is being utilized as something else.
Well,
And
so-
I just think it's very inappropriate.
Mayor, I
Sounds
recommend.
like the serial meetings going on, right? Serial meetings,
Right.
if you're all on the same page to vote it off. That
Yeah,
sounds like a
Timmy,
serial
there was
meeting.
nothing told to
Thank
me
you
that there was
for-
something
Yeah, I
incorrected
didn't
or
know that.
requested to have it
Yeah,
changed.
that's on the record.
Absolutely
So it sounds
nothing.
like a serial meeting.
So
Thank
don't
you.
put words, don't
Yeah.
say things that didn't happen.
Serial meetings are happening and on record. So,
Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Noricumbo,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Calderon,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay, being that there's no items pulled from the consent calendar for discussion, we'll move on to the discussion and potential action items. We'll go item number 8, plaque presentation for outgoing Mayor Pro Tem and Mayor. Comments by outgoing Mayor, Pro Tem, and Mayor. So, do we want to do the plaque first or public comment? We don't have any public comment, okay. All right, so I'm going to present the plaque to Mayor Pro Tem Victor Legaspi. I want to especially thank you for taking care of every council meeting's invocation. The person that was going to come in, pastor or priest, I never even had to ask, and you took care of it. So I want to thank you for that publicly. And I want to wish you the best if you're selected mayor, but as you work as Mayor Pro Tem, I want to thank you for your service, and here's your plaque.
I would like to thank Mayor Diana Nubericumbo for a good job for the past 12 months. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your leadership. And thank you for the job well done.
All right, so as far as my comments, I put out a message on our page. It's called Team Calexico, where we're also going to be starting to put these type of things that are going on here so that the people can see what's really going on. But I want to thank everyone. I already did it in that message, and I want to thank everyone here present and the council for the opportunity to serve. I think I'm leaving this position at the right moment when things are starting to get ugly, so I really appreciate the timing is perfect, and thank you for that. Okay, anything else? Would you like to say something? Okay. All right. Let's go to item number 9, appointment of mayor, chairperson of the City of Calexico City Council, Calexico Redevelopment Successor Agency, Calexico Financing Authority Planning Commission. Do we have any public comment?
Yes, we do. Maritza Hurtado.
Good afternoon, City Council. Good afternoon, public. My name is Maritza Hurtado, and I am a business owner here in the city and also a person who has been very active with a page called the C Project. I'd like to congratulate the incoming city mayor and the incoming pro tem. I'd like to also let you guys know that I did leave you guys with something that was pretty ugly. It's a copy of something that, as a recall group that we were when we started all of this, was shared upon our group and was ugly. And I do not wish that upon you as a council, but I know that it did infiltrate this council. It's evident today. We're hoping, very hopeful for this group, because when we have this type of ugliness that is out there so disrespectfully, what happens also is that this council is opening themselves up to liabilities. And those liabilities, like we have seen much as far as our representation on council, needs to be very careful because we have so much to do. We need to respect our staff. That got ugly. We need to respect each other. That got ugly. And we also need to respect the volunteers of the community. We have a place in this, like it or not. We have a voice. And one thing for sure is that we do need to be respectful for everybody's opinion. And what's going to happen here today needs to be respected, because we all know how to count. And that's what we all respected for the last year, was giving you a chance to be able to do what it is that you felt you wanted to do in leadership. But the difficult thing is that it is evident, and there is a division. And we hope that you can recover from that. We know that 1 year of experience, something like this, has to give you that tough skin that you need, especially from the public that we're sometimes pretty non-forgiving, but that's our job. And as you know, we're not going away. And our page will continue. It will continue because we have the right to continue according to our Constitution and our right to exist. And I'm glad that all of this community got engaged, but unfortunately we do have to just maybe wait a little bit more until we see some real progress. So congratulations to our new representatives that will be leading this community. As Mr. Solano said, this month is going to be completely a change for our community with the new administration that is hurting your local, small community, a border community. This administration is targeting, and you're going to see that. And if you do not have harmony, we're in trouble. So congratulations, and thank you so much for tolerating all our craziness. Thank you.
Okay.
Jesús Solano.
Madam Chair, and council members,
Okay, order. Order.
on behalf of the Summary community members and myself, we are in support of Mr. Legaspi for mayor, and at the same time, I will speak for the pro tem position, either Adriana Marquez or Dencho Calderon, you know. And I strongly support you guys working together. And like I stated before, it's obvious that you have a long-term vision, and it's going to work as long as we work together. And this little fiasco that we just had a while ago, we don't need that, okay? You guys are supposed to be the leaders. You guys are supposed to be the example from the rest of the community, okay? If this is the way you're leading, what happens to the department heads? This is a bad example. We either pull together, push together, or if not, this is going to be a rough ride. And if you consider yourself target, so be it. That's your perception, that's your discretion. There's nothing we can do to change your mind, okay? If that's deeply how you feel, so be it. But believe me, these three council members are going to move forward. There's strong commitment from within the community, and if you disbelieve that, just wait. We will show you. We will show the rest of the community of Calexico what teamwork means, okay? Not Team Calexico.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Eugenio Ramos.
Eugenio Ramos, 925 Salvador Guillen Street. First off, I want to thank Diana Nurikomo for your hard work and dedication toward Calexico in this past year, making sure our city has been put in a better place than what it was a year ago. And all while being heavily criticized for no reason other than not siding with special interest groups. Secondly, to the new mayor, I hope you are ready to work hard as you have big shoes to fill. I hope that your weight on your shoulders isn't too much and our city does not start moving backwards. As Calexico seems to repeat the same pattern time after time, if rotation is followed according to our votes, Legaspi should be mayor and Mayor Pro Tem Thailenda should have the position. Let's not repeat history and respect the citizens' votes.
Thank you, sir.
Alexis Rangel.
Good evening, everyone. I must be confused because I thought the rotation was what we were following. Congratulations, Mr. Legaspi. I know you do care about Calexico and you're going to try and do your best. But I thought our next person after Mr. Legaspi becomes mayor was Ms. Tylinda because she's sitting in that seat. Not that long ago, we had Mr. Camilo who got changed over a couple of times, and this whole room was in an uproar. So I don't know why we're doing that again, why that's even a consideration. And actually, shame on you, whoever decides to vote against the rotation. Yes, it's ceremonial, but you need to follow the order. It should be Legaspi as mayor and Tylinda as mayor pro tem, or however you say it. I personally had the chance to speak to Miss Tylinda, and she has a lot of really good ideas. Sometimes I feel like she's reading my mind because it's a lot of ideas that I would like for the city, a lot of things that I would like to see happen. Legaspi also has some ideas that I've shared with him that I'd like to see happen for the city. If you love Calexico, let's be respectful. I mean, I know that you guys call it Team Calexico, but everybody in this room should be Team Calexico. Be adults. Mr. Legaspi, you and I had a conversation about sometimes not agreeing on certain things. I've grown up in a family where sometimes we don't agree on things, but we're respectful and we learn to work together. I believe that you as mayor can show the community how well of a mayor you can be if you have difference of opinions with Ms. Tylinda coming together and compromising, so that the community can see that you can work with people who sometimes see things differently than you. You guys don't always have to agree on everything, but please do something good for this community and respect the rotation. I don't want to have to see this again. This is really sad if any of you guys vote for that. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yolanda Cunningham.
Buenas noches. La única razón por la que estoy aquí es porque me parece inaudito lo que estamos viendo, lo que estamos escuchando. Me parece injusto que esta señora que está aquí presente se esté parando aquí y esté criticando cuando ella es la única que viene y ataca a nuestra comunidad. Eso es lo único que hace esta señora. Miente y miente y miente. Y nadie le puede hacer nada. ¿Le tenemos miedo? Yo no sé, no entiendo. Desafortunadamente, por toda la maldad que tiene, viene y les traspasa toda la maldad a ustedes. Se ve, aquí lo podemos sentir, la gente, los ciudadanos somos los que estamos perdiendo. Señor Legaspi, nosotros confiamos en que usted va a hacer un trabajo justo. Usted sabe muy bien la problemática que tenemos ahí. Estas dos señoritas lo único que han hecho es trabajar para tratar de arreglar estos asuntos que están rezagados por mucho tiempo. Y yo hablo respecto a la comunidad que tenemos. Aquí no ha habido gente que ha querido tomar ese problema a fondo. No se ha puesto ni a estudiar ni a leer. La señora Márquez, yo le pido a la señora Márquez, ella siento que tiene la buena intención, pero desde mi corazón pienso que tiene mucha manipulación. Eso es mi opinión personal. Y el señor Calderón, pues ya no digo nada allí, no puedo decir nada. Pero lo que no estoy aceptando aquí, como ciudadana que pago impuestos, es que venga una señora y quiera imponer moral. ¿Cuál moral va a decir? ¿A quién está juzgando esta mujer? No, vean la loca, eso es una loca, discúlpeme que se lo diga. Es una señora desquiciada que afecta, y fue mayor de nosotros, fue una persona que fue mayor de la ciudad, y estoy hablando en su carácter de mayor. Yo nada más les pido por favor, porque los estamos observando, Yo sé, señor Legaspi, he tenido conversaciones como vecina con usted. Yo sé que usted es una buena persona y yo sé que usted va a hacer lo correcto, porque la gente alrededor de usted lo estamos viendo y la gente espera muchas cosas de usted positivas. Por favor, no se deje influenciar por cosas negativas. Y a ustedes dos, señorita, lo único que les puedo decir es gracias. Gracias porque la gente de común y corriente como nosotros reconocemos su trabajo y su valentía para afrontar todo lo que estamos viendo. Yo que no voté por ustedes, me arrepiento tanto. Di votos a otras personas y me han decepcionado, no nada más a mí, a muchísima gente de la comunidad. Gracias.
Thank you, ma'am.
No comments.
Okay. So I'll bring the discussion back to the council. Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi.
No comment.
Okay. Councilmember Thailenda.
Can we circle back? Sorry.
You want to
With
circle
the
back
next,
after you listen to the rest? Councilmember Marquez.
No comment.
Oh, interesting. Councilmember Calderon.
No comment.
There you have it, people. I do have a lot to say. So it's very unfortunate that we got back to this place. You know, last year there was a recall of 2 people. One of the reasons for that recall was exactly because they were playing these type of games. They had skipped Councilmember Camilo, who's here present. They never gave him an opportunity, even though the people voted for him. And now they want to play these games. They want to do exactly the same thing that the other people did. So why did we even recall the other council members then? What was the purpose if we're back to the same thing? It's very unfortunate that the same person keeps infiltrating, because that's the word, the council, year after year after year. Why are you so scared of people that are loud and obnoxious? You don't need to be scared of those people. Be yourself. You promised a change. Where's the change? Because it looks like we're reverting right back to, what was it, 2010, 2014? Last year with the whole scandal that this city had. And now you don't even want to say why you want to jump, why you want to skip or not follow rotation. You have no comment. You really have nothing to say? Because the people are watching and they have a lot to say, and you should at least explain or try and give your reason. Right now, when I saw your guys' puppet master up here speaking, she looked at Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi, and when she said mayor, and then she looked at Councilmember Calderon when she said Pro Tem. Well, let's see if that happens. Because if that happens, then there's some zero meetings going on, and I'm sure you know that that's against the Brown Act. It's a shame. I am so happy to leave this seat tonight, because it's a shame of what you have become. The people that said you were going to change. I'm so disappointed in the 3 of you that have absolutely nothing to tell the people of who the next leaders of this city are going to be. We're all leaders, we were all voted here, but you're going to represent this city. And if you dare to skip the legitimate person in line, next in line, that the people voted for, if you dare to do that, then you're just the same as the people that got recalled. Councilmember Thailenda, do you have something to say?
The person I've been up here has been the same person I was when I ran. I've talked the same, I've said the same things, and we were voted in, Diana and I. Team Calexico, we're all Calexico. We got voted. And if the votes were any different, we'd be seating different. We were seated based on votes, and that's per the city clerk. So if anyone wants to fact check that, you can ask Ms. Ronnie Luna. We're seated based on votes. And there is a safety to that. When you're seated based on votes and you have integrity and honor, you don't have to fight about a rotation. As what's happened when they skipped Mr. Garcia, everybody was in uproar. And they skipped him, And then they kept playing around and disrespecting our city, because that's what happened. And that makes the city lose investors, developers. In my background, and you can ask anyone from the development community, you can even ask our own director, planners, when you are dealing with investors, even JPIA, that very same person who came up here to congratulate and tell us what to do and doesn't live here, called JPIA and asked them to remove our city insurance. And they did. It was a circus. And we do not have city insurance. And one thing that the city manager mentioned to Diane and I, and he was supposed to mention in the city manager's report, he was asked to, was to remind us that he did contact JPIA. JPIA asked him a few things, and two of those things were, how's the police department doing and how's your council doing? How's the political climate? They even remember that very same person's name. She had a lasting impression, one they can't forget, but I won't say. It's like Voldemort. With that said, yes, we don't speak her name here. With that said, when we disrespect and we don't follow rotations and we have no respect for our city, they watch our meetings. People who want to come here, people who want to insure us, they watch our meetings to see how the council is doing. And that term, that phrase that we're known for, only in Calexico, continues. We're seated based on votes. And the rotation is to the left. Whether it's stated, it's true. It's not written in the ordinance, and that's something that's come before the council many moons ago and over again, and we just can't get it right. And that is sad, and that is shameful. And that is shameful that we're even having this talk, because here we are congratulating our mayor pro tem, but we're fighting about a title. And who loses? The community loses. I don't lose. I'll come and go. Everyone here will come and go. Some don't. Some stay forever, as we had someone up here. Like I said, Voldemort, they stay forever and they keep coming back. But we come and go. But our service to the city is the same. And no term undermines the fact that the voters came out to vote and speak. It doesn't matter the term length. We are all providing a service to the community. And we would all work with certain individuals if they wouldn't try to put harassment claims on us or leave us weird voicemails that I haven't made public, because no one should have to go through that. I have voicemails from Voldemort that I haven't made public because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not, and I won't do that. But I listen to them from time to time for fun. But anyway, with that said, there's a rotation, and there's votes. If the people wanted to vote for the way those two are seated, they would have. They would have gotten 3,000 votes, 4,000 votes, and wouldn't have been so close to Manzanares. But these are all facts. These are all things that have happened. We have someone in the room who it happened to a few times. And with that said, we don't have to agree, but if we're all thinking the same, we're not thinking. We're not really thinking. And like I said, I've been the same person, I've spoke the same, and I treat everybody the same. And I am fair. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yes. I just got one comment, since obviously accusing me of something that, and this is from the county records of elections, and this is from November 2024 election. The 4-year term yield 24,734 votes were casted for 8, and I repeat, 8 candidates. The 2-year term was 16,674 votes casted for only 4 candidates. So if you know anything about math, you figure it out. That tells you the story. And that's all I have. And one more thing. You guys are putting on a good show if we ever want any insurance to come and insure us. Thank you.
Can I ask?
Well, let me answer to that, because I think the one who doesn't know anything about math is the one who just made that statement, because I have it here. I have the votes here. And if we know how to add, this one has 24,000 votes and the other one has 16,000 votes, because the ones that had the 8 candidates for the 4-year term, you voted for 3, sir. The other one, you voted for 2. So let's not talk about math.
The percentages are already up.
And as I said, if they wanted to give you 3,000 votes, they would have, regardless of the term. That didn't happen. And if we all cared about the city, we wouldn't be having this discussion. In general, we wouldn't.
Exactly. It appears that everybody's more invested in the title than in actually doing the work, because if you didn't care about the title, then you would just follow a rotation. Exactly. Because the people voted a certain way. And to make the argument that, oh, there was 8 candidates here and there were 4 candidates here, it doesn't matter, because people don't have to vote. People didn't have to vote for me. They could have skipped me, or they could have voted for the other 2. So that's not an argument. There was no such thing as more people coming out to vote for you. You had 24,000, there were 16,000 because it's 3 and it's 2. Do the math. It'll come up to that total. So you know what? It's come out to a thing is do as I say, not as I do. So you guys, you say that it's wrong. It's wrong for one person, but it's not wrong for the other one. So you go and you do recall and you get all these people out here and you make the city spend money for an election, and to come back and get the same thing. People, pay attention of what's going on. That's all I have to say. Do we have a city clerk nomination?
I wanted to touch on what you said about disrespect.
Go ahead.
And I think that's how we're voting. Because we have noticed the lack of respect for our employees. We have noticed the lack of respect for other city council members. And just to and be totally honest, I have never actually worked with Miss Thailenda. Unfortunately, we have never worked together. And can you remember a time during this last year that me and you have worked? So I can only speak to the people that I work for. I've worked with you, so when you're asking us to have special considerations, my vote is gonna be for the people that I feel that I have worked with and the people who have shown me respect, and everyone else here respect as well. That's all, thank you.
Yes, you've also spoken really badly about all those people that you worked with, and it's on record, but that's okay. At least you worked with them, but we've texted, we've talked, but that's good. We'll put that on the record.
But when you mean disrespect, if you're saying it because of me, I'm not on the nomination. I'm on my way out. I don't know how she's disrespected you. Let's be truthful. Let's be truthful with ourselves.
I'm not going to go into
this.
It's
Perfect,
just embarrassing.
perfect, because you're just digging a deeper hole.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. City Clerk.
Go ahead.
Do we have? I just want to say one last thing. The way that I'm going to vote is because I am going to honor the people's voice. I am going to honor the vote of the rotation that was established last year, because that's the reason why we have a mayor pro tem. Not because he deserved it, but because we went off of the vote. Because as I said, you had made a comment last year saying you didn't even think he should be mayor pro tem. And now all of a sudden, everything changes. Let's be real. So that's how I'm going to vote. Do you want to start the nominations, or am I going to ask? Okay. Well, do I have a nomination for mayor?
Legaspi, I'd like to nominate Legaspi.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Noricumbo?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Legaspi?
Yes.
Councilmember Thailenda?
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez?
Yes.
Councilmember Calderon?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. We're going on for item number 10. Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, first of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your mayor for the following year. First and foremost, I want to thank God for his guidance and blessings. I also want to thank my wife for her patience, strength, and unwavering support, especially the patience of what's going on tonight. My late mother, who herself was married to a council member and mayor, once warned my wife not to let Victor run for city council because it's in his blood. I'm grateful that my wife believed in me, allowed me to follow this calling, and has always stood faithfully by my side. I also want to thank my daughter for their understanding and sacrifice when I couldn't attend one of my daughter's volleyball games or other important moments because my evenings were spent speaking with citizens who needed my attention after hours. Your support means more to me than you know. I want to thank our mayor and my fellow council members with whom I proudly serve. Together we have made difficult but necessary decisions that have ultimately benefit the citizens of Calexico. And I repeat, that have ultimately benefit the citizens of Calexico. We have not always agreed, and there will be times that we will vote against each other again in the future. But that is how democracy works. Respectful disagreement leads to better outcomes, and I value the collaborations we share. I would also like to thank our department heads for their hard work, professionalism, and trust. I'm committed to ensuring that they are treated with respect by both the council and also the public during our meetings. Our staff should always feel comfortable coming to work and never fear us as elected officials. I strongly believe that when employees work in a supportive, low-stress environment, and I repeat, a low-stress environment, they are better equipped to accomplish even the most challenging tasks. To the citizens of Calexico, especially our dedicated volunteers, thank you. Your time and effort truly makes a difference. We will continue to work closely with you to beautify our parks and take on future community projects. Volunteers are a tremendous asset, particularly when staffing is limited, and I will work to simplify the process so more people can step forward to help. I will continue to ensure open and consistent communication between the council and our outside agencies and our state and federal representatives. This partnership are essentials if we want to move forward with both pending and future projects. Our door will always remain open and collaboration will always be encouraged. Transparency is critical to good governance. I will make sure that follow-ups are conducted on incoming projects and that progress reports are shared with the public. Nothing should ever catch us by surprise, and the community deserves to be informed every step of the way. I don't believe in leading from behind a desk. I believe in having boots on the ground. I will be out in the community, as I have been, working alongside those who want to make Calexico even better. I believe in hard work and leading by example, not just words, but with actions. I will ensure that our first responders have the proper equipment and support they need to do their jobs effectively and safely. I will also advocate for adequate rest and mental health support, which are essential not only for their performance as work, but also for their well-being at home. There are a special group of individuals. Believe me, I was one of them. Additionally, I will make sure that the departments such as our public works, water departments have necessary safety equipment to perform their duties safely. These items play a vital role in maintaining our infrastructures, ensuring that one of our most critical resources, water, remains reliable and accessible. I also want to continue and support our recreation and library department, ensuring that they have the tools and resources needed to serve our community. These departments have done outstanding work for citizens of Calexico, and their efforts deserve recognition and continued support. I'm truly excited for 2026. More homes will be built, more businesses will open, and we have dedicated department heads and staff who are actively seeking opportunities to attract new investments and growth in our city. Hopefully, all of our parks will be in use. Finally, I want to thank the council for their confidence they have placed in me by allowing me to serve as your next mayor. I am honored and excited and ready to continue working alongside my colleagues, the citizens of Calexico, and those who care deeply about this community. With your support, I know we will continue moving Calexico in the right directions. May God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And at this time, we're gonna move seats. How are we gonna move if there's no rotation? Can you let us know?
Past practice has been is you move to the left.
Okay.
Do we have to move? Or the
There
switch
is
seats?
no policy set in place.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the appointment of Mayor Pro Tem, Chairperson of the City of Calexico, City Council, Calexico Redevelopment Successor Agencies, Calexico Finance Authority, and Planning Commissions. We don't have public comments on.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Do we have any public comments?
Yes, Alexis Rangel.
Ollie in Calexico. My short time at the Imperial Valley Press, that's what I used to hear. People always making fun of Calexico. Being from Calexico, it was embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I heard a few people make the statement, no comment. I'm sorry, but when you're up here, you have to comment. You have to vote. You talk about boots on the ground. I've seen Thailinda boots on the ground helping out the community. I didn't vote for you, Mr. Calderon, because I didn't like the way you worked at the district. I went up several times with concerns, and you never once handled any of those concerns. Ms. Marquez, I have not had the pleasure of working with you or meeting with you. I hear you're from Dole. That's where I went to school, so that's a plus. But at the same time, we need to follow the rotation. This is ridiculous. Mr. Legaspi, I have not always agreed with your decision-making. I didn't agree when you didn't choose my husband as the SRO. You bypassed him even though the district chose him for SRO. And when you talk about being respectful, maybe if the workers that you had actually paid their employees correctly, there wouldn't be an issue. So I hope that's one of your main concerns that you guys work on, okay? Because I've been here. I've watched all the meetings. I've seen people come up here and talk about not being paid. I've seen people come up here and plead nicely, not disrespectfully, and nothing has been done. It's not until people come up here and start screaming and yelling and start being mean that things get done, and that's a shame. So I really do hope that you make the proper nominations. Please don't choose Mr. Calderon. Please choose Thailinda. Please vote for Thailinda. It is what the community voted for, Mr. Legaspi. I hope we don't have to disagree on this. And congratulations.
Do we have any no other comments? So we're here for the appointment of Mayor Pro Tem Chairperson, City of Calexico, City Council, Calexico Redevelopment Successor Agencies, Calexico Finance Authority, Planning Commission. Do we have any public comments?
No public comments. That was public comment.
That was public, okay, all right. All right. Do I have a motion for the appointment of the Mayor Pro Tem?
Well, we have to go to discussion amongst the council first.
Oh, okay. Discussion amongst the council? Ms. Ailanda?
Wouldn't it be Diana? Like you go through.
Okay. Ms. Nudukumbo, discussion?
Councilmember Nurikumbo. Yes, I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier. I think this battle over titles is ridiculous. I think it should have been very simple, and it should have been how the people voted, and it should be how the people voted. Anything else that doesn't go that way, then, you know, then they're not being represented. Then you're just representing yourself. So the next person in line, according to the people's vote, after we've, you know, did the math, is Councilmember Thailinda.
Ms. Thailinda?
Councilmember Thailinda. Yes. Last year, we set a precedent amongst the council. It's not in an ordinance form, which we need to revisit, obviously. Needs some attention, because if we respect a process, this entire conflict could be avoided, and it truly is unnecessary and embarrassing. And I didn't want to say anything tonight, but Camilo Garcia was my inspiration, because when it happened to him, he didn't say much. And Not saying anything is an injustice to the citizens and the community members who voted for me. And that's how we are seated, by votes. The results would have reflected that, plain and simple. Votes matter regardless of term length. The ordinance may be vague, and that is a fair point, but consistency matters. Respecting process must apply to all, not just when convenient. And whatever the reasons, if I'm passed over, those reasons are rooted in personal opinion. Those council members saying that we don't work with staff, I work great with staff. I don't have any grievances against me. So if anyone's interested in doing a PRA, you might find a grievance on someone up here. The process that's respected is one that we're trying to push and the community speaking on. And that is consistent and reflects the community's voice. Holding one member to a standard that is not applied equally to others is neither fair nor consistent, and it is something we, as leaders, should be mindful of. I will close with this, regardless of a title. Accountability is not negativity. So when I ask up here for information that has not been provided, it's not from a negative place. It's from accountability. I have to provide feedback and information to my constituents. Asking questions is not obstruction. Transparency is not hostility. And sometimes it's frustrating when we don't get the information that we need in order to make an educated decision. These are the foundations of a democratic process, and efforts to quiet them, which is what's happening tonight, should concern all of us. I remain here to serve with humility, because humility builds unity, and I serve everybody humbly, and not for a title. I never tell people when I meet them, oh, I'm a council member. I don't tell them that. So I will serve with humility, resilience, and respect for the voters who entrusted us with this responsibility. This experience, especially tonight, has strengthened my resolve and clarified my purpose. I will continue to lead with integrity, transparency, and respect for this institution and our community who voted us in, regardless of a title. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Talenda. Councilmember Marquez, any comments?
I will go ahead and vote according to how I feel and who I have been working with and who I feel will make a good...
Please, order out there.
And that's all. It's not personal, it's how I feel about the matter.
How I feel is personal.
Thank you, Councilmember Marquez. Councilmember Calderon, comments?
Well, good evening, everyone. And you know what? First, I want to apologize for this behavior. It's really, well, uncalled for. But I'm going to tell you something, and this is where I come from. In 9 months, I've been the only no here because I felt that we were going in the wrong direction. Matter of fact, I was nicknamed Mr. No. And today, with this behavior and this attitude, I wasn't even expecting, you just changed my mind on the way I was going to go. It's sad because it's on record here. We haven't even decided, and we're already arguing about this. So, if anybody has something to complain, it should be me, because I've been against most of the things that this leadership has recommended. And we're beginning to see the outcomes of these decisions. So, again, I had another perspective, but you just changed my mind today. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilmember Calderon. Now, do we have a motion?
I nominate Councilmember Lisa Talenda.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Madam Roll Call?
Mayor Legaspi,
No.
Councilmember Noricumbo,
Yes.
Councilmember Thailenda,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
No.
Councilmember Calderon,
No.
motion fails.
Do we have may I have a motion of an appointment for the Mayor Pro Temp?
I motion to have Mr. Calderon be Mayor Pro Tem.
I'll go ahead and second it.
Wow, what a surprise. That was called
We
out.
love a dare.
That was called out by Maritz Hurtado. Wow.
Let's have some respect up here, please. Let's have some respect.
I am being respectful.
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Councilmember.
No.
Councilmember Thailenda,
No.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Calderon.
We didn't have a second.
Yes, seconded by Victor.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. You know, it's a yes.
Motion passes.
You know, I wasn't expecting it. I have no speech like Mr. Legaspi here, but I can tell you that during my tenure, I will work with those that oppose me and those that favor me. Again, I look forward to working not only with the council, but also with the city employees to make sure that we put Calexico forward. Well, I'll wait until everybody leaves.
Madam Clerk, would you jot down the times where we have Councilmember Marcus and Thailenda leave the dais, please?
Hey.
Carbajal. Carbajal. Can we have an officer out there? Is it, okay, Rangel, you're out there, or? Thank you, guys. This is the disrespect that I'm trying to avoid. This is what JPIA is looking at. And that needs to cease. We need to work with each other as a team, and it's ridiculous that this is happening. And I'm going to try my best and attempt, with the assistance of our council members, to avoid this. It's not an excuse to behave in such manner. Okay.
Again, thank you for joining us tonight. And I go back to the 9 months that I've been experiencing. I could have also walked out many times when I was in an agreement with the things that were going up in this diocese. So again, I look forward to it. I'm humbly accepting this assignment. I will work with Mr. Legaspi and try to make Calexico a better place to live for our citizens. I know that some of you doubt me right now, but like Mr. Legaspi has said, we are boots on the ground. We are going to go to the problems and try to take care of them. And with our city staff, we're going to lead by example. We're not going to go and torment you in your offices, make you cry. We just want results. Results for the people, and let's get to work. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Calderon. Now, item 11, appointment of primary representative and an alternate to Imperial County Transportation Commission, ICTC Board. Do I have any comments on that? Or is there comments for that? No? Does council have any comments regarding to that matter?
I have some comments. I mean, this is a good, excuse me, commission. It's important for our city because if anything's going to happen with our city, this is where it's happening. And whoever gets nominated, it's a good opportunity to bring money into the city. That's all I have.
Thank you, Council, Mayor Pro Tem Calderon. Council, okay. Do I have a motion of appointment for this, for ICTC?
A motion, Mayor Pro Tem Calderon.
I'll go ahead and second it. Roll call, Madam Mayor. Madam Clerk?
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda and Noricumbo are absent. Motion passes.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you again.
Moving on to item,
Mayor, before you move on to the next item, the item is for appointment for a primary and also an alternate.
Oh, yes. That is true.
Okay.
Because I was the alternate.
all right.
Well, I nominate Ms. Marquez.
I'll second it. Roll call?
Going. Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda and Noricumbo are absent. Motion passes.
Congratulations, Councilmember Marquez.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo,
Thank you, sir.
for picking it up.
So I will go ahead and reread this again. Appointment of delegate members and alternate members of Southern California Association of Governments, SCAG, 2026 Regional Conference and General Assembly, May 7th to the 8th, 2026 in Palm Desert. Do we have any council comments regarding this?
I don't.
Even though Councilmember Noricumbo and Councilmember Thalinda are not here, I just feel that we should give them the opportunity to participate within.
Okay. I'm going to make the motion to table this. Do I have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda and Noricumbo are absent. Motion passes.
Thank you. Now, for the public hearing, I'm going to go ahead and forward this to Mr. Michael Coyne.
Item 15, Mayor.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of council.
I think we skip item 15. That would be the mayor. Item 15.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, item number 15. Authorize Public Works Director, City Engineer to sign change order number 2 with Rove Engineers Incorporated in the amount of $191,308.50 for Scaroni Road Pavement Rehabilitation State Project number LPPSB1L-5168, parentheses 034. Do we have a report to be read on this?
Yes, a brief report.
Yes, basically the construction began not a long time ago. We actually removed and replaced some of the manholes, the sewer manholes on the segment of Scaroni, and basically besides not funding enough or nor class 2 base, we did some coring on some other places of the remainder portion of the asphalt, and we discovered that there is no class 2 base or just a couple of inches. So basically, with the condition of the asphalt and the lack of support, I did a determination that it was not suitable to use the construction process that it was shown on the plan, which is grind and overlay. So basically what we did a consultant, we talked to the consultant and the CM we have, and all of us concurred that it was better to change the type of reconstruction to pulverize the asphalt, reconstruct a really solid base, and then add 4 inches of brand new asphalt. And not only that, but the asphalt that was specified on the plans is different. Now we are going to be using a super paved 3/4 inch rock, which is way better to support heavy trucks. So basically, my recommendation, hands down, is to approve the change order. I'm here to answer any questions you have.
Thank you, Mr. Villegas, and again, thank you for an outstanding job. Do we have any public comments?
We do not.
We do not? Okay.
But I do have a comment.
Any council?
Mayor, I do have a comment.
Okay. Does the council have any public comment?
Yes. Yes. Mr. Villegas, in the 9 months that I've been here, I finally, even if you're bringing me a change order of $191, I'm happy to see that. Because you're the only one that has explained to us why we're spending this money. And not only explaining to us, but you actually showed us why this money was going to be spent. And if we wouldn't have spent this money, we would have paved that street and then had to reopen it again because we had a major water leak, a major manhole that was falling apart. And I'm just glad you're here because this is one of many streets that are on our radar right now. And I hope that next year we start paving all these streets that throughout Calexico that are in dire need of pavement. So again, I thank you. I thank your staff because your staff also play a major role in getting these projects done. But most important, you said that whoever goes to Applebee's this weekend, they're going to drive in a brand new road.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. And you know what? I believe you because you're a man of your word. And that's what I want everybody to see, that we are working, and I appreciate your hard work and dedication for Calexico.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Councilmember Marquez, any comments?
Thank you for everything. You have been you have done a 180 on our city, and we are very appreciative of that. Thank you, and to everybody in your department, and as well as everybody else that works for the city of Calexico.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got one more. And this weekend you proved it because you pushed the limit in your Christmas entry. That was great, huh? So, thank you again.
Yeah, may the force be with you.
And we're gonna need it. Okay. Good job. That's all I can. That's all I'm going to say. Good job.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Do I have a motion for approval?
So move.
Second.
I second.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Noricumbo, and Thalinda are absent. Motion passes.
Thank you. You can clap. That's good. Going to the public hearing. This is in regarding to introduction and first reading by title only of an ordinance of City Council of the City of Calexico, California, adding Chapter 17.22 to the City of Calexico Municipal Code regulating wireless telecommunication facility. I'd like to open up the public hearing at 8:06 p.m. Is there a presentation from Michael?
Good evening, Council. Staff does recommend that you continue the public hearing until the City Council meeting on January the 21st, 2026. We do have a few tweaks that we need to make to the ordinance before we present it for first reading again.
And I would like to add that since it is a public hearing item, you need to continue it to a date certain, so then that way staff doesn't need to republish the public noticing requirements.
So give it a date service?
Yes, so it's going to be continued to the
next
next council
meeting?
meeting, which is January 21st.
January 21st.
Yes.
We got it? All right, great. Are there any questions from staff?
We're gonna need a motion to continue the meeting.
Yeah, but before you do the motion, if you could see if there's any public comment, just because we did do a public notice, so if anybody's here to speak on the item, they should be given an opportunity to speak.
Okay. Do we have any comments from the public? No? We do?
Yes? Oh. Okay. No, we received a public comment via email, and you'll have a.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's the only one.
Any comments from our council members?
I do have one quick one, Mr. Cohen. In our next meeting, you'll explain to us what it is and what's it about, correct?
Yes, absolutely,
All right,
sir.
that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. And we have to take a vote for us tabling it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not going to be a tabling, it's going to be a continuation to a date certain, which will be the next council meeting, which is January 21st.
Do we need to vote on it?
Yes, you need to make a
Okay.
motion. You
Do
need
you have
to
a
submit
motion
second.
for the change of this information
So
to
moved.
January 21st?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda, and Noricumbo are absent. Motion passes.
Thank you. Going down to future items, since we're not doing public hearings, do we have any future items, starting off with Mayor Pro Tem Calderon?
I don't have any, Mayor Legaspi.
Okay. Councilmember Marquez, any future items?
Not at this time.
And I don't have any either. Okay. Do I have a motion for, to end this meeting, for adjournment?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Legaspi,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon,
Yes.
Councilmember Marquez,
Yes.
Councilmember Thalinda, and Noricumbo are absent. Motion passes.
Our council meeting is done, and it's 8:10 p.m. Thank you all for being here with us and being patient with us.